Hey, good afternoon. Today, we're going to make mashed potato cakes. I've got a recipe from Cook's Illustrated, actually Cook's Country, and these things are delicious, yet, in my opinion, a bit bland. And let me explain. My mom makes kick-ass fried mashed potatoes, but when you make fried mashed potatoes, you're frying leftover mashed potatoes. So you've got the cream, you've got the butter, the mayo, the cream cheese, whatever it is you put in your mashed potatoes, that's what your fried mashed potatoes consist of. These don't. We're purposely making mashed potatoes without all of that, so we have a great consistency, great crunch, great texture. And I've made these the first time per the recipe, and they were absolutely delicious, but in my opinion, bland. So I always make something per the recipe the first time, and today I'm going to elaborate on that and make them the way I want to. I'm going to add butter, some half and half, a little bit of cream cheese, maybe a scoop of mayo, and fry these up, and they are going to be good. The ingredients for this is really simple. You need 2.5 pounds of potatoes. I have 3 pounds. Salt and pepper, half a cup of grated Parmesan. I probably got probably about 3/4 of a cup in there. 1/4 cup of chives. That's probably about a half cup. I'm going to put them all in there, otherwise I'll just throw them in the garbage if I don't use them today. The recipe calls for 1 large egg yolk plus 2 large eggs. I'm putting 3 eggs in it. Easy peasy. 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, and we got the vegetable oil for frying it, and the sour cream for the garnish. For my own personal preference, I'm going to add a little butter, a little half and half, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of sour cream to jazz up the blandness of these potatoes. Okay, so I got the potatoes in water with salt. I'm going to bring them to a boil. Then I'm going to reduce the heat to medium-low. Let them cook for probably about 10 minutes, and then we'll drain them. Okay, so with the 3 eggs, I did separate 1 egg, so I have just yolk to put in with the mashed potatoes. And now I've got the 2 eggs plus the 3rd egg's white. I'm going to whip up, and that's what we're going to dredge the patties through before we dip them in the pancos. Okay, the taters are done. We're going to strain them. So while those taters drain, I've added butter, half and half mayo, cream cheese. I'll let that get warm, so when I dump the taters in there and mash them, everything will blend nicely. Alright, I'm going to add the potatoes to the pot. We're going to add the 1 egg yolk, Parmesan, the chives. Now we're going to mash these babies. We got 3/4 teaspoon of salt, pepper. And we're going to mash these a little more. Everything is incorporated. Because this pot is so hot, I'm going to transfer it to a bowl, and then they have to chill in the refrigerator for a minimum of 1 hour. That way we make nice cakes out of these, and they're nice and firm. Alright, I got the mashed taters all spread out in a bowl. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator for no less than 1 hour. Taters, been in the refrigerator about 2 hours. I got the egg wash. I got the breadcrumbs, and I got the pan I'm going to put them on, and that's where we're going to fry them. Alright, so we're going to get a half a cup of potatoes. Yeah, that looks good. We're going to make ourselves a patty out of this bad boy. 3/4 inch thick. I may do 1/2 inch because the 3/4 I really couldn't get the sides brown. I'm going to spank that a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that. Mmm. That's a nice patty. Okay. There's our patty. We're going to egg wash it. And now we're going to breadcrumb it. Dry hand. Alright, there we go. We'll do the rest of these. All the potato patties are coated with the egg wash and the panko. It says let them sit for 5 minutes. I'm going to start up the oil on the skillet. We'll start frying these babies. The oil is shimmering. We're going to add these mashed potato cakes. Okay, they're in. We're going to go 3 minutes side 1, probably 2 minutes side 2.
Flip the taters. Flip the taters.
Alright, let's flip these and see what they look like. Okay, okay already. Boy, I wish you could smell how good those smell. So we're gonna go 2 more minutes. Ooh, these are done. Okay, we're gonna take these out and put them on a paper towel rack. All right, the first batch is done. So the recipe says to clean the pan out because you don't want all the burnt panko to taint the next set of cakes. So that's why I'm gonna clean this pan. Be right back. The pan is clean. There's a fresh ½ cup of grapeseed oil in that pan. Wait for it to heat up, and we'll fry up the rest of these. All right, these mashed tater cakes are done. I'm gonna take a bite straight up to make sure that my cream cheese, my mayo, my butter, and my cream made a difference. Ooh. That is a flavorful mashed potato cake. It's got the flavor of the mashed potatoes that I expect when I bite into it. And the crust on this outside with those pankos, you can't go wrong. That is the one thing about this recipe, whether it's bland or not, the texture and the consistency of the potatoes are delicious. And now we're gonna throw a dab of that sour cream on top. Oh, these babies are restaurant quality. It's got a really nice crust on the outside. So much more than you could get with like the egg wash and flour. These pankos over the top. That is so good. And these are so easy to make. These are in the refrigerator 2 hours before I actually made the cakes out of them. You could probably make these a day in advance and then patty them up and fry them. These are very good. Well, go to cooksillustrated.com or Cook's Country and look at their fried mashed potatoes. So I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Make yourself some. And thanks for watching. Cheers.